Hey everyone, KIC here. You wouldn't believe how difficult it is to get a series going. Sometimes it seems like the world is conspiring against you, or maybe you're conspiring against yourself. I'm not sure which it is. Anyway, this, as I'm sure you can tell, is Rimworld. So I'm going to go ahead and do a Rimworld series that I hope is going to be rather entertaining and just different enough from some other similar things going on that it'll stand on its own, so to speak. So, before I tell you what's going on, I'm just taking a quick look at the map here to figure out where I want to go, and I hate this map. Wow. Yeah, everywhere you look, it's marsh. That is kind of horrible. Wow, this is a boreal forest. It's large hills. So it's definitely not mountainous, and you can see there's not exactly huge chunks of mountain to tunnel into, or hills in this case. Man, that marsh is just... that's brutal. Brutal. I don't really want to build around that, so... geez, where'd it go? Maybe over here, and kind of connect into there. I guess that's going to be my plan. I'm going to go over there. I'm not really liking any of these options, but you work with what you have. So let's just go ahead and tunnel into, let's just say right there. That's going to be the first order of business, is tunneling into this side of this itty-bitty little hill, and I don't even know where to go with it from there. So here, let's just go ahead and let them get to work on that stuff while I set up a growing zone. We'll do something like that, and I'll do a second one, something like that. This one is going to be for strawberries. The other one will be potatoes. I'm going to leave that as it is. And I would like to do one more small growing zone, let's say something like that. And before you get anything in your head about planting, let's make sure I set that one up for what I want it to be. So that's going to be Zerigium, so I can get some... oh boy, I need to... I'm going to have to do this stuff already here. Sorry, I wanted the Zerigium so I could get some herbal meds going. You are going to be primary constructor, repair, crafting, researching. You guys are not allowed to research because that is so not your forte. Everyone gets to clean. You're the only one who's going to be mining. You really need to make that your priority. Growing, you need to be growing, you need to be cooking. Everyone can be doing plant cutting. You might need to do something like that. Patient ward and firefighting, constructing. That should be good enough for now. So, what am I doing exactly, aside from letting my guys wander around and do nothing? Let's go ahead and just get a random stockpile going right there. That way Oz will have something to do. So this is going to be, it's probably easy if I show you, a cannibal colony. Yeah, I know, they're kind of the thing to do right now, or at least it sure seems like it, but hey, I've been trying to get this series going for about a month, so I'm going to say that it is not, at least in my particular case, something I've been trying to do because that's what I've been seeing. And even then, who cares? I'm going to kind of do my own thing with it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But this is going to be a cannibal colony. I am playing it slightly differently from perhaps how others are doing it. So where other folks are maybe killing everyone, eating everyone, etc., inviting people into the colony, I'm not doing that. And that's neither here nor there. It's not a commentary on anything. It's just I like to have weird, arbitrary rules to kind of keep things interesting. And I'm actually going to, since I have no idea how structurally sound that is, I'm going to leave that open right there. And you know what? Here, I should probably do something like that. And maybe do that. Yeah, I don't know. This is all kind of haphazard if it's not obvious. This is not really the layout I was looking for, but whatever. I'm trying to make the best of it if I can do so. But as I'm saying here, this is not going to be a invite anyone sort of colony. It really is an invitation only thing. You have to be a cannibal to be in the colony. And these are not, I'm going to say, savages. Rather, these are, I don't know, kind of makes me think of Fallout New Vegas, where you have the casino. I want to say it's the Ultra Lux, something along those lines, where the folks are cannibals, but they're all, I don't know, somewhat refined cannibals. It's completely ridiculous and yet funny and entertaining and all that sort of good stuff. So that's kind of what I'm going with here. So if people come and visit, they're not just going to be killed and eaten. That's not how these guys roll. If you attack them, well, yeah, then they're going to fight back. Don't you worry about that. And yeah, they will eat you, but if you're just a random visitor, you probably don't have too much to worry about. Now, I'm just kind of looking at how I have this really horrible space set up, and I think I'm going to do something like, let's see, I want to do something like maybe that. Let's see, how's that going to work? Kind of like that. I want to give this room a little bit more, well, room. This is going to end up being some sort of storage area right here, I believe. And let's see, I should probably consider getting some power going up. Now, I have found these days I kind of like using wind power. This isn't necessarily the best layout for wind with all of these random things in the way. Let's go ahead and set that to be mine. I want to get rid of that. But, you know, you make do with what you have. And I can always expand some of this stuff. I mean, I'm getting rid of all of this stuff here, so there won't be overhead mountain everywhere. Some of this is going to be constructed by the time I'm done in terms of roofs, so I'm not necessarily losing too much here in terms of defensive fortifications or protection from mortars, that sort of thing. Let's see, I would like to maybe... I'll cancel that for now. I do need... Wow, this is taking so much longer than I thought it should to get things mined out. Poor guys, they're all sleeping on the ground, and yeah, it's just not cool. Man, what is it? Is this all compacted steel? That's why. And granite, yeah. Granite's one of the better stones, just if you look at its durability there, it's not too shabby. And then a lot of steel, that's going to be great for down the road, but it's sure making things take a while right now. Now, I do need to get kind of another room going here, so let's just do something like so. And I might actually need to put someone else on mining just to kind of help get some of this stuff done. Let's see, let's do something like that. And that'll be good for now. I'm just kind of trying to get a place where I can start putting some beds in. At least get them somewhere where they can sleep and they're not right in the, I don't know, middle of the entranceway. It's kind of crummy. There we go, 3 beds. And hey, look at that. Local squirrel has gone mad. It's time for the first attack of the game. Yeah, I know, I just kind of clicked to get rid of it. I'm just waiting to see where it shows up on the map. There it is. So you guys, let's go ahead and draft you, and Bluebird, if I can select you, let's go melee attack. Oz, if I can select you instead of the berries, you go melee attack, because you guys are going to destroy each other if you don't. How are you doing, Oz? Oh, here, I should probably mark that for hunting. So let's undraft you guys. And I don't have anyone set as a hunter, do I? Probably don't. Well, here, I should do this then. Let's draft you and fire at the squirrel. Try not to hit Bluebird. Would appreciate that. Thank you very much. And how are you doing? You got a bit of a bite. Ah, dang it. Okay. Well then, you need to... Well, you need some medical assistance here. Here, let's go ahead and set that as medical. And when you get up, I'll let you bleed through the night. That's fine. You'll make it. You're tough. And with a name like Oz, you better be. There you go. He's going to go ahead and lie down. Bluebird will take care of him. And apparently it's unnecessary because he stopped bleeding on his own. Good deal. Alright, so these I can go ahead and get rid of those. They have 3 beds. That's going to be their bedroom for a while. Not too concerned about expanding that right now. I mean, technically the nose is working on that stuff. And I have Oz helping out on moving stuff around. Now the next order of business is going to be to need a door here and a door there. And we'll do one there. Actually, I don't need a door there. Check that. I built this wrong. Oh well. I'll worry about building an airlock later. I built that one wrong, though. I wasn't thinking of that. I never remembered to do that. I also need to chop some of this stuff down because those trees are going to be in the way. And then we need to cut some of those plants. And I'll actually just have him do some flooring here. And that'll take care of that so we don't have any problems with stuff growing back. Now, hey, look at that. Let's call it Human Yum. That's the name of the colony. It's going to say this is going to be somewhat difficult, I think, because not allowing other people into the colony, unless you are of a particular bent, is going to make this a little bit more challenging just because I'm not really going to have a whole lot of people to work with to get things done. You know what? I never bothered to change any of this stuff, so let's go ahead and take care of that now. No chunks, no corpses, body parts are fine. And I should go ahead and set up a dumping stockpile. We'll just put that right there. That's fine. Right next to the food stockpile. That's where I want my corpses. I don't know about you. Now, I need to get this room going quickly here because some of this food is going to be spoiling soon. I think the squirrel is already going to spoil. That one is kind of a lost cause at this point. I do want to set up the butcher table somewhere in the middle of this room. Something like... Yeah, I guess that'll work. Set up the butcher table there, and we do need a cook stove. Put that in about right there. This is going to end up being something of a general workroom, I think. Here, let's see. Let's butcher creature, do forever, and we're going to allow humanoid corpses, and for now we're going to forbid colonist corpses. Unless something weird should happen, like someone dies or someone insists that they join the colony and need to be killed. You never know. Stranger things have happened before. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mine that out right there. That's where I'm going to bring power in. Maybe not the best place, but it'll do. Problem is, it's going to take the nose a while to get over there. And he still has to get rid of that one. So how about Oz? You don't have a whole lot going on. Just in case, let's give you some mining to do. That way you'll kind of work on that instead of haul stuff. I mean, he's not going to do a whole lot, but he can at least get something done, I hope. Yeah, slowly but surely. Now, one of the other fun things with only expecting to have 3 colonists is that I'm going to have issues when it comes to, let's just say, defense. Alright, Nose. Here, I need you to prioritize that one. And this one. And this one. And now you can go eat, since I know that's what you want to do. And I should also mention, for those interested, go ahead and look in the description to see the mods I'm running. I'm only running a handful of them, but they do change things a little bit. So do check those out if you're curious how crazy I have gone in the modding part of it. And I'll tell you, not that crazy actually. Let's see, mining. Let's take you off of mining and get you back on constructing. Because the sooner you do that, then the sooner I can have some meals going. We'll do 9 meals, do X times, do forever, and everything is allowed, because that's how they roll. So Bluebird will start taking care of this stuff, and now would be a good time to also set up a stockpile in here. That's a little haphazard. That is totally fine, because I'm going to just delete the parts that I don't want. So let's get rid of you, and you, and you. And this is going to be for, let's clear all, let's do food, and manufactured, we're only going to do medicine. And this is going to be the important stockpile. So they will, at some point, start moving things. Mark that to be hauled. And then let's go ahead and blow up the rest of this zone here. And we'll just expand that over. There we go. And yeah, you know what, never mind. Go ahead and mine that. That's fine. So they'll go ahead and start putting food in here. And don't really care, that's not going to matter. And then at some point I will actually get around to, let's do a wood wall right there. Get around to putting in a cooler in this room. And let's say cooler, I want it to be right there. Kind of have plans for this area at some point. I'm not sure when that'll be, but I do have plans for that. And they're going to be okay right now on food and that sort of stuff, as long as they take care of this stuff before it spoils, which I'm hopeful they will. I won't worry too much about getting that cooler set up right away. And they have 5 meals. They'll go through those pretty quickly. Basically 9 meals. They'll go through that in 3 days, so I'm not worried too much about that food spoiling. That'll be fine. Just expand that zone right there. That one will be hauled at some point, that granite chunk, I should say. And I'm going to mark that tree to be chopped down just because it's in the way. And that slate is still causing me problems, as are those. So let's chop them down. And you know what? Here, let's just go ahead and do it right now. Let's just, boom, wood floor, take care of the problem. And it helps if you actually cover the area you need instead of the area you want. So don't need, let's see, let's cancel that. I don't need to do that one. So Oz is going to knock that out pretty quickly, I think. Nose is almost done with his mining duties. And then I can go ahead and set up a, let's get, what am I thinking of? Temperature, cooler. Let's get a cooler going in here. Sorry, it's one of those mornings. Okay, now I'm also going to need to run power, so let's go ahead and snake this guy through there. And that'll cover the power. And whenever the cooler is installed, like now, let's go ahead and get that down to 30. That's, I want to say, around 0 Celsius, something like that. That'll get everything nice and frozen. So let's see. Yep, there we go. Temperature's dropping, and there it is. So that's all going to be just fine. That's not going to spoil now. That's not a really big storage room, which kind of stinks, but what can you do? Now, I need to get research going. It's definitely time to do that. I've been concentrating more on this other stuff first, but I do need to get some sort of research going. I'm just going to throw down a research table. Sure, we'll say right there. I was thinking about putting that outside, but whatever. Inside is just fine. And I do need to get another wooden floor right there. So we'll take care of that guy when Oz gets around to it. Okay, and the research table is set up. First thing is going to be stone cutting. Desperately need stone cutting so I can start working on walls. I mean, I can put down wooden walls right now, but what's the point? I would just keep rebuilding them over and over and over, and I don't really feel like doing that. That just doesn't sound like a lot of fun. Okay, so Nose is going to help out here with moving stuff. That's good. And Bluebird, meanwhile, is growing, growing, growing. Should be not too long before the first attack comes in. Kind of looking forward to that, see how these guys do. And let's go ahead and just mark all this stuff for mining, just to get it out of the way too, because I'm going to end up expanding, putting at least one more wind turbine over here. And I suppose I should go ahead and mark those to be chopped down too. And would that be it? Hey, look at that. Alright, so the crazy rats are going to be attacking, and it looks like you are naked with a pistol. You have pants. Good job. You have pants. You're not naked. Okay, so let's find out. Levigo of Wombat and the crazy rats. I am curious. Levigo of Wombat. Ah, they're an enemy of the crazy rats. I think there's about to be a fight out here. Unless those guys are all leaving. No, they are leaving. Okay, never mind that. I thought that's what that message was, but Uh-oh. Roof collapsed. Oh, it's over there. That's fine. I don't really care about that. Those guys are hanging out, though. Huh. They're chilling in the wrong place. Which is a good reminder that I should probably set up a quick little table. Let's, actually, you know what? I think, not 100% sure, I think you can do that. And actually use the research table as a table to eat on. I think you can do that. Guess I'll find out shortly here. And Young just doesn't want to attack. He is really thinking about this. Is he going to attack at midnight? Come on, buddy. Come roll in. You're going to get rocked, but you're welcome to come over here. Especially if you come over while the, You say if you come over while the tribespeople are in the neighborhood. What are you doing? You're just hanging out. You're standing. Ah, now you want to ignite the wooden door. Good for you. How are you going to ignite that? I guess you carry something that is flammable. Okay, let's draft everyone. If Olga here keeps walking around, there might be a fight anyway. Let's go ahead and put Oz right there. Bluebird, you're going to go right there. No, Bluebird, you go right there, because Nose, I want you to go over there. And I'm going to see... Oh, there's about to be a fight, I think. Yep, Olga's going to go to town, which means... Oh. Or not. Are you running? Huh. Well, Nose is going to take care of this on his own. And you guys... Here, why don't you... Just in case I do something completely dumb... Run in and punch. Okay. That was really stupid. I should not have had him do that, because... Look at that. He got pretty messed up. Let's do that. You need to be set as medical. So, Nose, you need to go get treated. Bluebird, you need to be ready to take care of stuff. Oz, you can go ahead and strip Young here. I suppose I should see... Wow. Nose cut him up pretty good. Nudist, psychically hypersensitive. Nope. So now it's time to just go ahead and execute this guy. And done. And let's go ahead and make all that stuff available. And good to go. Perfect. Now Bluebird here should be taking care of the Nose momentarily. She's not a bad doctor. I think that's a she anyway. Poor quality, huh? Great. Alright, how are you doing, Nose? What are you looking like? Well, you did get some good treatment. I think you'll be okay. Doesn't look like you lost anything here. As long as you don't scar up badly, I think you'll be okay. Okay, so that research is done. Let's go ahead and drop a stonecutter table right there where it makes absolutely no sense to go, and that will be fine. And then I want to set up a quick little dumping stockpile, we'll say, right there. And this is going to be for nothing but chunks and no slag. And this will be the important pile. And I should probably set this one to corpses. That way, bodies will be preserved and don't have to worry about chopping them up right away. Okay, so Oz will go ahead and move our first raider pirate visitor. And looks like things are starting to get going here, so I'll just add a build to make some stone blocks. Do, say, 20 or so of these, something like that sounds like a good idea. And let's see, we'll... yeah, no, that's fine. We'll do about 20 of them, and the plan for the next episode is to start building some walls and kind of the beginnings of some sort of defensive system, be it a kill box, be it pillars to stand behind, whatever the case may be. Just that sort of good thing. So I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. See you later.